We are here celebrating our 2K TV wrap party, and we're going to head into the Triple Threat Park today with two members of Team 2K TV, Danny and John, and one community member, Ebans. Welcome back to 2K TV. We are so excited to have you on the show once again. How are you doing today?
Doing good. Thanks for having me back.
In Triple Threat, you can pick your card, so which card and player are you using today?
Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward. And for Los Angeles, outside the wings are Reeves and James. Jared Vanderbilt out there with money, and it's Doncic in at the 1 spot. Shams, over the last decade, the Warriors were the team, and this decade is kind of wide open. So with young teams on the horizon, the deep roster of teams and talent in the West. Oh, wow!
That is powerful. Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Vanderbilt the pass to Money. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. Pass to Williams. About 1 minute into the first quarter. LeBron with the block. Reeves against Dort. Reeves can't hit.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And Doncic, here we go. The Thunder pull it in.
Yeah, scoreless here early. After their first 4 shots, they right now are searching for a bucket.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And watch out for SGA going to the basket. He will put it on your head if you're not watching.
Pass to Reeves. The 3 for Doncic. And Holmgren pulls it down.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Passes it to Hartenstein. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Oklahoma City shooting their first free throws of the game right now. That free throw good from Hartenstein.
Shooting for Oklahoma City, Isaiah Hartenstein, taking 2 shots.
And he can't hit the second. Well, it was the Oklahoma City Thunder in their last game, a loss to the Warriors in San Francisco. The shot's good from Vanderbilt. Late June, NBA free agency is such a busy time for you, Shams. During the start of that hectic period, walk us through your day. What's your life like? I've asked you this before in previous times you've been out here with us, but do you get any sleep?
I'm up 24/7 because the great part about free agency, Kevin, is you never know when you might get that call, you might get that text. When a player has committed, when a player has decided to go to a specific NBA team, that is what I live for. That's what I know the fans live for, and I'm one of those fans. So I want to make sure I know as well, and I'm able to inform in an appropriate, timely, responsible, and fair way, and accurately. So for me, there's not much wiggle room when it comes to sleep. I try to make up for it later. But NBA free agency, trade deadline, draft, those are time periods when I know I have to be on. I might be getting a call now, Kevin, actually.
Well, wait, I was just going to ask you. We're doing this game. I'm looking at your phone. It's lighting up. You're looking down. You're looking at the game. You're talking to me. You're doing 2 things at once.
I have to be multitasking at all times, Kevin. You know that.
Oh, it's the best. Here's Fudge. He's defended by Hartenstein. 4 on the shot clock. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7'1" with that 7'6" wingspan can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
So the Lakers call timeout, their first. They're getting their first look at the Thunder in this one.
The game is the first of a 3-game season series for these clubs, both looking to take round 1.
Whoever wins here immediately gets the edge of the season series, so I expect to see both teams with intensity.
Let's get some information from the 2K leaderboard. In about the last 10 games in the NBA, during that span, these teams have the most second chance points in the league. In third, the Lakers.
Really something to see. Their effort on the offensive glass has just led to so many second chance opportunities.
First trip to the line for him here. That one is off.
The all-around game of Doncic is impressive. A walking triple-double threat every night.
And the second free throw, good. And Shams, nothing gets a workout like your phone. We're here, we're talking NBA, we're watching this game. We got this great group here courtside. You've got 2 phones working, and I'm sure there's a third hidden in your bag. Can you estimate how many texts do you send and receive a day? Is there even a number we can put with that?
Kevin, how many texts do you get a day related to NBA info? You're coming at me. You know the job is hundreds of messages flooding my phone on a daily basis. And the screen time usually in busy seasons tends to be closer to 18 to 20 hours. But this is what we sign up for. This is what we love to inform the audience.
Oh, and I know you love every second of it.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Holmgren in the post. Vanderbilt defending. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Dort.
I love how aggressive Rizz is. He does not shy away from contact.
And Rizz drops them both.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 11 feet out and he hits it.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. He immediately mentioned that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, of course, is at the top of their scouting report. He told me the key to stopping SGA is defending without fouling. Easier said than done, but try to keep him off the free throw line. And try, emphasis on try, to make Shea a jump shooter. A very tall task, guys.
Thank you, David. That's tipped. They get it back.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Here's Rizz. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And things can get so intense when NBA rumors start flying, shots. You know that. The teams are just kind of holding on sometimes for dear life. What is it like when you break a major NBA story like you've done numerous times?
It's like when your heart skips a beat, Kevin. It's like when you feel like you are in such a rush and there's a surge of excitement that hits every part of your body. Every profession obviously has a big payoff, but everything happens so fast. But when it happens, it makes all the hard work worth it, but it certainly brings a great feeling. And I definitely get goosebumps to this day.
You get goosebumps, but the hard work you put in to get that story, I know what you guys go through. It is amazing the hours you spend on it.
365, 24/7.
Wow. The pass to Hartenstein. Outside Williams. Pass to Holmgren. No good on the triple.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Hachimura, the pass to Doncic. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. That one off the back iron and out.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
LeBron against Williams. Good D by LeBron. Lakers trail by 7. Hachimura with it. He's picked up by Holmgren. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Connect. He's checked in for Austin Reed. The Thunder also changing it up. Williams comes in for Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's Alex Caruso in for Jalen Williams. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You got to focus on the details.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for money. Goodwin comes in for LeBron. And the Thunder leading by 13. Well, the latest CBA introducing the second apron, limiting, Shams, what teams above the cap can do. How does that new rule affect teams?
Decision makers tell me that they're very much keeping an eye on the second apron, not only of their team, but others. Teams that will have to shed salary because of the second apron. And the amount of big contracts we're going to see teams give to players. We're going to see it at the top, but that may dwindle in the middle of their roster. But we will see a more competitive league because of these new CBA changes. And less of a chance of super teams and just more parity and dispersed talent.
Do you constantly read over some of these CBA agreements? I would assume that you do to have a full understanding of terms like the apron, like we just talked about, or all the other things, the luxury tax, all the things that make deals possible.
It's one thing to have luxury tax. It's a whole nother animal now to have the second apron. And that, certainly for teams that are deep in the second apron, that limits their ability to go make major trades, to be able to sign players for more than the minimum. And we're seeing that happen to at least one or two teams around the league right now. So how will that impact things? But certainly the CBA being 50, 60, 70 pages, that's something you pour through before every calendar year.
It is just fascinating. On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Lou Dort out there with Isaiah Joe. And it's Williams at the small forward position. Dort passes to Holmgren. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
Now, here's Doncic, covered by Joe. Here's LeBron, and LeBron throws it down.
one of the most ferocious dunkers we've ever seen. James still enjoys putting on a show.
Williams against LeBron. Back to Williams. Pass to Hartenstein. The jump hook, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Hartenstein's got 7 points.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Hey, Shams, I know you're connected throughout the NBA into a lot of front offices, but have you ever thought about maybe shifting gears a little bit and working for a team?
There is always intrigue into something like that, Kevin, but I've seen how tough the environment can be, and honestly, it is really much more fun to be talking to you on this side of the media world and the media equation of the NBA. But listen, there's always intrigue with the front office.
And a lot of opportunities. I know you're looked at, but thank you for your honesty in that one. James, merciless inside, merciless, James.
Like, at this point in time, like, you have to understand that if LeBron James is on the inside, he has so many ways to beat you. A little contact's not going to do anything. He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered. And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Williams in the post, working on James, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Thunder?
Well, they're off to a good start, getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And they've also been effective from beyond the arc tonight. And if that continues, guys, it can really open up the rest of their offense.
Here's Fudge. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Lakers have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2. And he makes the first but misses the second. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. At one point, they led by 16. Joe with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Takes it from 10, and he hits the jump shot. And it's 8 points here for Jalen Williams.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Oh, LeBron does it again.
His handle might be an underrated part of James's game. Totally throwing off the defender with that move.
When you look at the NBA, Shams, any changes you'd like to see?
To me, it's having players stay healthy, right? I would love to have a rule that players just play and the top players are there playing the most meaningful moments of regular season games and allowing players to have freedom defensively. And the league can find plenty of other ways to discourage players, but to allow players to really be there in the big moments, defend at a high level. And I would just love to have a healthy serum that we can spread around the league and keep these guys on the floor.
I think here at the table, we're all nodding our heads, looking up and down. We all agree completely with what you're saying. Here's Hartenstein. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
Here's James. You saw him with 19 points his last outing. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. Los Angeles making a switch here. Finney-Smith's checked in.
Finney-Smith.
Now, here's Doncic. Defense right on him. Clock at 6. Money passes to James. Taken away by Williams. And now here comes Williams leading the break. He shoots again. Rebounded by the Lakers. James has got his 4th rebound in this one. Reeves with it. Dort covering. Holmgren with the steal. To the inside. And stolen by James. Here's Doncic. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Doncic has got 4 points now in the quarter. Williams passes to Holmgren. Here's Dort. Got a piece of it. And stolen by James. inside. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut to just 11 on the basket for money.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Williams passes to Holmgren. And the influx of international players continues to just fill these rosters in the NBA. And Shams, it has truly become a global league.
It's truly a beautiful thing, right, Kevin? We want sports to
goodness.
bring people together, to really galvanize communities, no matter your ethnicity, no matter your gender, anything. And now I really feel we're breaking down a lot of barriers in the world.
And think, 3 of the top, 5-6 players. We got Doncic. We've got Porzingis, of course, who is such a nice player, but Antetokounmpo and Jokic. I mean, the names go on and on of key contributors to winning teams.
You have to make a case that the world team against the U.S. team, if they were ever stacked against each other, that would be a heck of a game.
You and I would pay for the ticket, wouldn't we? I would pay to watch that.
I'm willing and able to pay immediately, Kevin. Sign me up. When are we going?
I hope soon. Gilgeous-Alexander. Fudge grabs the rebound. Fudge has got his 8th rebound here tonight. To the middle. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Passes it to Wiggins. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. Looking now, it's the numbers for him.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately. Just by looking at the true shooting percentage, it's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
Now the pass to Doncic. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they are trailing in this ball game.
Wiggins kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And a look now at the Thunder's upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the Houston Rockets. And then on Tuesday, they'll head home to take on the Utah Jazz.
And for that matchup with the Pelicans, this is a game that they are expected to win. But sometimes those are the kind of games where you get a little bit sloppy and start looking ahead. Either way, they'll need to put in tremendous effort to walk away with the victory.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game, pulling in the right direction. Banked in off the glass. Wiggins has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Now, in terms of rebounding over the last 10 games, these are the rookies that have been head and shoulders above the rest. When you look at Money, no doubt one of the most efficient rebounders in the game.
He's been playing some very determined basketball here lately. It's showing in those rebounding numbers.
That one misses.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Wiggins dishes to Holmgren. Wiggins passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Out to the right wing. This one for 3. And they get it back. Second shot opportunity. Williams can't get it to go. Lakers trail by 9. Here's Goodwin. Pass to Fudge. Holmgren comes with the double team. Here's Hachimura, and he's good on the 3-ball. Hachimura's got his second bucket tonight.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Thunder lead by 8.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Here's Goodwin. That shot, no good. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. Wiggins left side. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Vincent misses.
Even though it wasn't a clear path, he knows that that's a shot he should make more often.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Thunder have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with a side.
Your Lakers, 53. The Thunder, 69. Fans, give a big round of applause for your Laker Youth Dance Team.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Up in the front court, the forwards are James and Vanderbilt. Doncic out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Fudge in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Laker 5.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And up to this point on the season, he's set a pace of right around 73% when he gets to the line. They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. Solid start to the season so far, sitting in 6th place. And, of course, the Lakers. They're much further down in the standings right now.
And, you know, for the Lakers, they've had such a disappointing season. Even when they've gotten a little bit of momentum, they haven't been able to keep it going.
Yeah, it's frustrating everyone, the players, the coaches, the fans. There was this idea that they might struggle, but I think the reality is starting to set in.
Williams comes with a double team. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Dort. And Gilgeous-Alexander the bucket on the assist by Holmgren. Holmgren's got 3 assists now in this one. Near the 3-point line, it's Doncic. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Fudge grabs the rebound. Lakers trail by 17. Here's Vanderbilt. Lays it up and banks it in. Vanderbilt's got 6. Now, here's George. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Pass to Hartenstein. From the top of the key, he buries it. He's got 13.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Pass to Vanderbilt. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. LeBron left side. Vanderbilt the pass to Money. Out to Doncic. 6 to shoot. And the 3 off target.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And it's blocked. Well, we're into the 3rd quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. From outside the arc, the 3-ball from Doncic.
And it's so hard to take away the 3 from Doncic. He needs very little space, and if you press up on him, he'll go right around you. The
pass to Dort. Williams against James. Goes up to the stripe. Rebounded by the Lakers. James has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Over in the corner, Doncic. And another basket for the Lakers.
And we're so used to Doncic operating with the ball in his hands, but it's good to see him mix it up and work off the catch.
Holmgren kicks to Williams. Here's Dort. The Thunder with another miss.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Good timeout if you ask me. They have the momentum, and Coach wants to find a way to try and stop it.
And a brief check of the stats for Williams. His last 10 games have been exceptional, averaging 22 points per, 5 assists, and 6 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
I've played with someone like him, the type of player that looks to get others involved first. That's my type of teammate.
Back to Dort. From deep three-point land, Vanderbilt with the rebound.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Now Williams. Outside, Dort. To the lane. The kick out to Williams. Shoots over James. The Thunder with another miss. And it's the Lakers ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Pass to Doncic. Doncic with a strong move inside.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
All right, fans, who wants a T-shirt?
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Joe's checked in.
A moment here to look at the numbers for money. He's been dominant over the last month. First in rebounding, and he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And just going back real quick to the fact that he's tops in the league in rebounds, what a tremendous feat. What a monster he is in the paint. The 3 for Doncic. The Thunder pull it in. Holmgren's got 7 rebounds in the game. Down low, Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
He's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Here's Doncic. It's blocked. Now, Joe. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Hartenstein with it. Pass to Joe. The second effort. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Vanderbilt's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Passes it to Reeves. Stolen by Dort. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. Joe can't get it to go. Lakers trail by 10. And here is Doncic. Good D by Holmgren.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
There's the pass to Joe. Outside, Dort. Lets it go with the 3. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. LeBron's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think it's more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for them. Oklahoma City leading by 20. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's the 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Williams has got 5 points in the quarter.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
And that one drops for him. And he's now got the double-double. 11 points and 13 rebounds. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Out to the right wing. Holmgren kicks to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Over James. Got a hand on it. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Doncic from deep three-point land. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Thunder have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Holmgren the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein in the high post. He's against Vanderbilt. Williams' shot is off. Lakers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander against LeBron. Knocked loose. LeBron James on the wing. And the rejection by Holmgren.
An outstanding shot blocker. It's not just about Holmgren's win. It's about his positioning as well.
Goodwin's checked in for the Lakers. Vincent comes in for Doncic. The Thunder also changing it up. Kenrich Williams. He's checked in for Hartenstein. And it's Cason Wallace in for Williams. Pass to Dort. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And guys, the offensive rebounding really has stood out here this half. All those second chance points are helping them maintain that lead.
Under foul. Kenrich Williams. That's his first personal
free throw drops for Vincent.
Team foul. At the line for 2.
And so Vincent nails both of them. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Oklahoma City has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Here's Holmgren. They grab their own miss. Wallace kicks to Williams. And the Thunder another 3.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
And that one drops.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And moving with such speed, the quickness of SGA's drives, something to admire.
Williams with the steal. Fast break, here they come. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting for Oklahoma City, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Nearly automatic. Gilgeous-Alexander, no slouch from the line.
Reeves the pass to Vanderbilt. Here's Fudge. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got 8 rebounds in this game. The shot by Williams, no good. Lakers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Here's Fudge. He's guarded by Williams. The shot by Fudge, no good. Well, Thunder have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Williams can't get it to go. LA's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Reeves against Williams. Reeves the pass to Vanderbilt. Rebound by Williams. Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on an 18-6 run. Fudge grabs the rebound. Fudge has got 15 rebounds here tonight. To the paint. Here's Goodwin. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Dort.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
First free throw is good. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Vanderbilt. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Oklahoma City has gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
At the line for the Thunder, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Shooting.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. And for the Lakers, their shooting struggle is apparent. 37% from the field. Here's Reeves. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Night in and night out, Reeves does some of his best work off the bounce.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Kicks it to Williams. The 3. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Vincent the pass to Money. And they pick up 2. Fudge has got 6 in the quarter.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. It's tipped. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Goes back up. And it's good on the way in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 17 points here in the second half. Reeves the pass to Money. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
Something Reeves has only improved at, making quality passes.
Holmgren with it, working on Finney-Smith. Count that one. And it's 37 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Reeves can't hit. Oklahoma City's gotten in the groove from three-point range. They are 4 for 4 since the third quarter ended.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. To the middle and stolen by Williams. And now here comes Williams leading the break. He kicks to Wallace. It's Gilgeous-Alexander at the elbow. Oklahoma City moving it around. Kept alive.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Austin Reeves. That's his first personal
And that one falls. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Hart. Thank you for watching tonight's presentation on 2K Sports. So long and good.
There is something else seeing someone who knows what they're doing and dribbling with another like that.
How many ankles do you think you've taken this year? Hundreds? Thousands?
A lot, especially with the ankle breaker takeover.
When I'm out here playing, I feel like a lot of players use like PG. I do see Duncan a lot. What are some of the cards you see the community run with when you're out here playing?
A lot of Tim Duncan. I think he's one of the best level 40 rewards because he had every 6'11". A lot of people run Gary Payton, those cards with the fast shots.
Oh yeah, that's
I went to your corner, my bad. Here you go.
Take that.
Yeah.
Good stuff, Danny.
Good pass.
Good pass.
Up next, it's the NBA on 2K Sport and the Lakers starting five. LeBron and Vanderbilt, your small and power forwards. Austin Reeves out there with Luka Doncic, and it's Fudge in at the 5. And for the Jazz, Clarkson the 2, and Markkanen is the 3. Then there's John Collins, then there's Keontae George, and it's Hendricks in at the 4. And close to a quarter of the way into the season now, Grant, how aware are the players of where they are in the season?
You know, B.A., you generally are aware of where you are in the year, but you rarely see guys counting games played or anything like that.
And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And now the game is really starting to flow. We should be in for a good one.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
Here's Fudge. Offensive board. Tries yet again, and it's blocked by Collins. Here's George. Collins right side. Ooh, it's stolen away. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw tonight. And that one falls for Reeves. Will stand since trading Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell in 2022. The Utah Jazz have done some reshaping of their roster.
Yeah, and Brian, it's clear that they're not done. The tinkering continues. They're going to continue to move pieces around until they find what they think can become a championship contending team.
Along with everything else, Doncic is a knockdown three-point shooter.
And here are the Jazz. Clarkson outside. Will stand former second-round pick Jordan Clarkson. He's averaged double-digit scoring every season.
Yeah, Brian, he's done it primarily as a sixth man. He actually already ranks among the top 10 in all-time points scored off the bench, and he's still moving up the ladder.
It is interesting that he prefers to come off the bench.
Yes, some guys do.
Reeves finds Vanderbilt. Knocked away. Here's Hendricks. Shots blocked. Inside. Here's Doncic. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
The size and strength of Doncic can go overlooked. I mean, he's more than capable of scoring there in the paint.
Clarkson with the ball. Kicks it to George. Rebound by the Lakers. Last time they met in Los Angeles.
They flat out dominated the last time these teams squared off, particularly on the glass.
Yeah, but they can expect a whole lot more resistance this time around. No team likes to lose a rebounding battle.
Now here's Markkanen. He's coming off a 19-point game against Dallas. George passes to Clarkson. Just 5 on the clock. George against Doncic. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. George has gotten his second bucket.
And just muscling it in. George, very aggressive.
Outside Vanderbilt. Back to James. Outside Vanderbilt. Here's Fudge. 17 points for him last game against Oklahoma City.
And he was a menace on the defensive end in that one, just racking up the blocks.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
The head coach of the Jazz gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him if he thinks anyone has a better feel for the game than Luka Doncic, and he told me, I don't want to get into a comparison, but what I can say is that he controls the pace like no one else. You can't speed him up, you can't slow him down. Guys?
Appreciate the report, Allie. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. Now here's Reeves, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. Reeves against Clarkson. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
To the inside. And here's George. He had a 30-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
Yeah, but it wasn't just the scoring. He had a bunch of assists, too, affecting the offense in so many ways.
Now here's George. 6 on the shot clock. Offline from the high post. Reeves against Clarkson. Now here's Reeves. He's closely guarded.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And the Jazz call time here.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient, less forcing and more passing.
And a quick look here at some of the numbers for him. Now George. Right now he's contributing about 15.5 points a game. Here's Hendricks, guarded by Vanderbilt. And Collins with the slam.
Collins so active around the rim.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Right side Vanderbilt, back to Doncic. There's the triple. They get it again. Touch. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
Now here's George. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. The 16th pick in last year's draft, Keontae George was thrown right into the fire his rookie season, Stan.
Yeah, down the stretch, he was basically handed the keys to the offense at the point guard position. He may take some lumps, but his talent level is evident.
To the paint. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Keontae George. In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Collier, he's checked in for Utah. Hachimura's checked in for Los Angeles. And he's able to get it back.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And there's Reeves. That one's good on the assist from Doncic. Reeves has got 7 points. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Lakers.
Wow, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponents and making them hesitant.
And also, the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition.
A step back shot. That one off the back iron and out. Jazz trail by 5. It's George on the wing, guarded by Doncic. Doncic against George. To the left wing. 5 to shoot. Utah with another miss.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
And here's Doncic outside. It's rebounded by Hendricks. Utah shooting only 31% to get this game underway. Over Reeves, and Hendricks gets it to go. Hendricks has got his second basket of the night.
He picks the exact right moment to get himself a clear line to the basket.
Doncic passes to Money. The shot that time not on target. Collins with the defensive effort. Markkanen against James. Markkanen misses. The Lakers lead by 3. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Forget his age. LeBron is still one of the strongest players in the league.
Now a timeout called by Utah. You know, last game they matched up with the Mavs. A tough loss there.
In this league, you have to stay active at both ends of the floor. I thought their lackluster defense was the difference in the game.
Yeah, poor communication.
Utah has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Lauri Markkanen out there with Williams. Then it's Jordan Clarkson. Then there's George. And it's Hendricks in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. And for Los Angeles, they're shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. Vanderbilt, no good. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Jazz. 4-point game. Doncic against George. He takes it in. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Good D by Doncic. Los Angeles leading by 4. Pass to Reeves. Down low. Here's Fudge. Goes back up. It's rebounded by Hendricks.
He struggles shooting the rock, yet they're still winning. It's a good thing his teammates have played well.
Here's George. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one. That's good from George. Stan, you started as an assistant in the NBA back in 1995. Now, all of these years later, for a coach, what's been the biggest change, you think?
Well, I think the biggest change, Brian, has been that we don't practice as much. There's much less time spent on the court with your team. It's more done in terms of film and individual work and not 5-on-5 type practice like it was back in 1995.
You mean to say we're talking about practice?
That's exactly right.
Reeves against Clarkson. Reeves, the pass to Money. Here's James. Here's Fudge. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Incredible work right there on the glass. Just doing all he can to extend that lead.
Hey, once you got him on the ropes, keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of it.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. George against Doncic. George passes to Markkanen. Pass to Clarkson. Over Reeves. Got a hand on it. Williams against James. Physical play by LeBron inside.
As they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Clarkson passes to Williams. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And another miss by Utah. James outside. On the wing, Reeves. Over Clarkson, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. And now it's an 11-point Laker lead. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Timeout called, the Jazz. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks, guys. The Lakers this summer signing first-time head coach J.J. Redick. He's a veteran of 15 seasons, and the sharpshooter's rise in broadcasting had been meteoric. The Lakers really want Redick to be their long-term head coach, but the question, with an aging superstar in LeBron, how much patience will exist in L.A. for Redick learning on the job?
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Okay, Shams, thank you. George passes to Williams. It's stolen by James. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. Here's the break. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, LeBron James last season set the record for most All-Star nods in NBA history. He said, quote, "I'm blessed to do what I love and just to try to give back to the game that's given to me over 2 decades. Long ago, I exceeded anything I ever dreamed of being in the NBA. Everything else is just extra credit." Brian?
Thanks, Allie.
Well, Markkanen's one of the more efficient, high-volume three-point shooters in the league.
They grab their own miss. Tries again. And that's 2 points on the layup. Fudge has got 8 points here in the quarter.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
George passes to Markkanen. George has the open look. He hits it. His 4th make in 10 tries.
Didn't even really hurry up there. George stayed within himself and got it up quick.
Pass to James. Now Vanderbilt. Second shot opportunity. Utah grabs the miss. Hendricks has got 5 rebounds in the game. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on LeBron James.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
And with today's switching defensive style, versatile wing players are tremendously in demand, Coach.
Yeah, well, position now, Brian, comes down to who can you guard. And guys that can guard 3, 4, 5 different positions, those 6'7", 6'8" guys are often able to do that, and they are extremely valuable.
Pass to Collier. Clock at 6. Markkanen right side. That cuts the lead to single digits. Markkanen's got 5 now.
Well, that's a terrific kick-out pass. When the defense collapses like that on the inside, you've got open people outside.
Second chance shot. Here's Fudge. And at last, they get one to fall. Fudge has got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Clarkson passes to Collins. To the middle. And Collins with the slam.
He can slam it with the best of them. Collins with an all-star weekend worthy dunk there.
To the inside. Out to the right wing. Here's Fudge. Williams defending. It's scooped up. Another shot. Count it. Good. 14 points for him.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Jazz trail by 11. Here's Collier. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Dallas. And he converts the layup.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
James with the ball. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Not even fair. I mean, just shredding the D to pieces. Guarding James in pick and rolls is almost impossible given his basketball IQ.
Here's Collier. Deflected. Now here's Doncic. 15 in his last outing. And he's going for the lob. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. Here's Collier, guarded by Doncic. And here's Collins for three. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Well, not what you'd call a volume shooter from three, but Collins can hit.
On the wing, Finney-Smith. Pass to Fudge. Here's Reeves. Fires for three. Collins with the rebound. Jazz trail by 10. Here's Collier. 7 points in the game. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Reeves against Clarkson. Good drive by Reeves. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Well, the Jazz are one of just 10 NBA franchise. So it's the Los Angeles Lakers.
The Jazz 51, the Lakers 65.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Here's Doncic. And so in the game for the Lakers, Reeves at the 2 with LeBron at the 3. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Luka Doncic. And it's Fudge in at the 5 down low. Jazz trail by 14. George with it. Picked up by Reeves. And that one's good. Clarkson.
The speed of Clarkson is a problem for defenses, especially when the floor is wide open.
From deep, here's Doncic. The Luka 3. Money.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
Reeves against Clarkson. And too long on the shot. Los Angeles leading by 15. Here's Fudge. He's got 18. Vanderbilt. Kicks it to Doncic. Shoots over George. A nice shot by Doncic. Doncic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, from a tough spot on the floor, Luka's shooting ability on display right there.
George, no good. The Lakers have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Doncic passes to Vanderbilt. Back to Doncic. Fires from deep. Offensive rebound. Fudge. Oh, he misses the dunk.
I think this is a rare case of being overcommitted. He tried to go all out at the rim, and they stifled him.
Markkanen outside. Utah with another miss. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Here's Fudge. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
LeBron James.
James has got 3 assists tonight. Jazz trail by 19. Clarkson outside. Markkanen right side to stop the drought. Drops in the 3. Markkanen's got 8.
Just a great setup for Markkanen. All he needed to do was shoot in rhythm.
Here's James. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. But officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And Stan, you got into coaching right after college. When did you know you wanted to be a coach?
Brian, that's easy. As soon as I figured out that I didn't have much of a future as a player, I knew I wanted to stay involved in the game. I wanted to coach.
Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
Here's Hendricks, guarded by Vanderbilt. Markkanen for 3. Another 3 for Utah.
I mean, let me remind you, Markkanen is 7 feet tall. It's incredible how he shoots it so well from deep.
Doncic on the wing. Launches it. Knocks it down from distance. He's got 17.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from 3.
George scanning the floor. Pass to Hendricks. 3-pointer. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Hendricks has gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Jazz trail by 15. And here's George. Banked it in off the glass.
Just a gutsy play by George inside, finding the close-range look.
Pass to Reeves. Drives to the hoop. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That one's on Clarkson.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
Pass to Clarkson. The 3-ball. Another 3 for Utah.
And Clarkson can drain them with ease from that range. No problem for him on that 3.
Throws it up high.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a 10-point pass. And Utah calls time here.
And there's nothing more frustrating for a coach than seeing his team giving up a bunch of second chance points. That's going to be the main topic during this timeout.
And with a new class entering the league, here is our rookie race. A look at the early returns. Plenty of time for someone who might not be on the list to become a big-time factor. What an incredible start to his rookie season. Sitting in the #1 spot right now, but I'm sure this will be an exciting rookie race.
And you know his confidence must be soaring, sitting at the top of this impressive list of young talent.
Yeah, he's a clear #1 right now. Nobody even close to passing.
Markkanen misses. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Grant, in terms of scheduling, you see any way to eliminate back-to-backs?
You know, I'm not a big fan of eliminating back-to-backs, but to answer your question, B.A., you have 2 choices. Either fewer regular season games or extend the season by a few weeks. I don't think either one of those options is in our future.
Collins right side. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Outside Reeves. Doncic on the wing. Here's Fudge. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Crashes the glass with authority, then puts it back strong.
Next level, man. This guy's just going out and making a play. Pass to Hendricks. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Fudge has got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Doncic against George. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They're holding a big advantage in second chance points. George against Doncic.
A shot to stop the run. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Maybe the results haven't been there in recent seasons, but the Jazz have an exciting young core, Coach.
Yeah, they do, B.A. They've focused on youth, and some of those guys are developing into very good players. If this core stays in place and gels and they can add to it a little bit, watch out for this Jazz team.
Hachimura's checked in for the Lakers. Connect comes in for Reeves. Outside Sexton. Over Connect. Blocked! They get it back. Here's Hendricks. Makes the most of the high percentage shot. Hendricks has got 5 points now this quarter.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
And they've got all the confidence in the world letting Luka run the pick and roll. Just a top-notch decision maker.
Misses the one-handed jam.
Hard to convert against that kind of defensive pressure.
Yeah, that's the kind of aggressive defense you always want to see on the interior.
Hachimura from long range. Here's Fudge. Again, the Lakers.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
Now George. 14 points for him. Pass to Martin.
Los Angeles foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Second personal foul. Second.
And he makes the first. Collier, he's checked in.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Doncic. And that one drops for him. Doncic has got 22 points.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
George and Sexton in the backcourt. John Collins out there with Lauri Markkanen. And it's Clarkson in at small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Outside Vanderbilt. Back to Doncic. Just 5 to shoot. Over George. They get it back. Second chance effort. Here's Fudge. Gets another look. And the shot goes. Fudge has got 30.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Down low. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
Oh, a high flyer. Collins playing above the rim and then coming down with force.
Doncic passes to Money. On the wing, Reeves. The 3. Rebound, Utah. Clarkson passes to Collins. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Collins against Vanderbilt. Back to Doncic. Ooh, good finish at the rack on the slick feed. Doncic has got 15 points here in the second half.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
George passes to Sexton. Oh, there's the alley. Reeves against Sexton. Puts it up from 12. The shot by Reeves, no good.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
Got a piece of it, and they get it back. Second chance shot. It's rebounded by Fudge.
Ooh, I think he wants that one back. I mean, he knows he's capable of better.
The shot by Reeves, no good. Jazz trail by 16. George, right side. And the jam by George.
Yes, sir. George with the deflection.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Outside Vanderbilt. Here's Fudge. Collins defending. Shot clock at 6. And here's Doncic outside. Knocks down the long J. Doncic has got 27 points.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Sexton goes in. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
Attacking the heart of this defense. That's 8 straight points inside.
Here's Doncic. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Doncic has got 9 points in the quarter.
Using that change of pace off the dribble, Doncic gets the shots he wants.
Sexton against Reeves. Outside Sexton. Pass to Markkanen. And the Jazz tack on 2 more.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Here's Doncic. It's rebounded by George. George has got 4 rebounds now. Clarkson for 3. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 6 assists here tonight.
Well, he was scuffling with this shot in the first half, but since the break, he's been putting it all together.
Doncic's shot is good.
And when he puts it all together, look at the kind of night Luka can have. Wow.
Clarkson against James. And that one's good. Clarkson.
Yeah, it looks like he hit the reset button at halftime. Not sure if it was a mechanical issue, but he's looked much more confident offensively.
Here's Reeves. Sweet little floater.
Showing off with the floater game. Not a shot you can swat.
Jazz trail by 14. Left side Sexton. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
He's done everything he can tonight, trying to keep this team competitive.
And he lobs it up to the rim. And it's blocked by Collins.
Well, Collins is a capable defender, especially when he gets the positioning he needs to block shots.
Sexton against Reeves. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Vanderbilt's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Tries it from the block. Utah grabs the miss.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
George passes to Sexton. Back to George. The ball's knocked loose. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Vanderbilt. Utah with the rebound. Collins has got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Here's Sexton again with the block. And that's 9 blocks.
And you know he's going to be coming hard for that 10th one, too.
Reeves, the pass to Money. And that one is hammered home.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
James against Clarkson. Pass to Collins. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Forcing the issue inside. Collins is hard to handle.
Free throw is good from Collins. Hendricks is checked in for Clarkson.
2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And the big fella with the skill level, showing a soft touch at the line.
Los Angeles leading by 12. And Doncic launches from deep. Sexton grabs the board.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Doncic passes to James. Some solid defense from Markkanen. Utah's gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the 4th. Pass to Sexton. He's now 8 for 11 after that made shot.
Well, Sexton is a guy that defenses label as a scorer, and it's on display in this one.
A minute and a half left in the 4th quarter. The shot by Reeves, no good. Jazz trail by 10. Here's Hendricks. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Doncic passes to Reeves. Vanderbilt against George. Reeves. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Lakers.
I'd say the rim protection really turned things around in their favor.
Yeah, their defensive rotations have been superb. They've been trying to challenge every shot. I love their effort.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
But they've got 2 more chances to get some revenge. The matchup doesn't favor them, but against a conference opponent, they're gonna battle hard.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for money.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
And then it's Collins with the dunk.
Using all of his length. Collins able to grab the offensive rebound and finish the play.
Nails it from 3. Doncic has got 34.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Sexton, that's good.
It's never easy trying to stop Sexton. I love watching him bounce off the defense and finish in style.
Pass to Vanderbilt. And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Wow.
Ooh, now it's not comfortable.
This Paul George is moving too. Current level 40.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Look at those moves, man. 5. Finish.
Good take.
Big D. Big D, no threes.
No threes.
One corner.
Help, help, help.
Good stuff.
Stay on. Yep, no threes, no threes.
Yep.
Switch on screen? Yeah, yep.
Okay, I'm down, I'm down.
1 second.
That's fine, that's fine.
Man.
Ooh, that's tough.
The week is starting off right. And now the Lakers starting group. Outside, the wings are Reeves and James. Hachimura out there with money. And it's Doncic in at the point. And for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Gobert is out there with Randall. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1 spot. Well, both these teams, of course, Greg, strong and rebounding. Should be a battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession when they miss.
Doncic against DiVincenzo. They get it back. Money passes to James. No problems knocking that one down. James has got the first points on the scoreboard for Los Angeles.
We often see LeBron James with the ball in his hands creating for himself or others. That time, a little catch and shoot, the easy one for LeBron.
DB, ever since winning the most improved player back in 2021, Randall has stayed scoring at an incredible clip.
Yeah, Kevin, what makes this guy such a difficult matchup is his size and the ability to drive it. And now what you've seen is this evolution into a legit threat from three-point territory. He is such a difficult cover.
Now, here's Doncic. What a tremendous game he played against Utah.
You use your man as a shield to find a little daylight. Luka's so good in the pick-and-roll game.
Here's Randall. Knocks it loose, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball call.
And so it's the Lakers with it. And slam dunk by Gobert.
All too easy for Mr. Gobert in the painted area. Nicely done.
Lakers have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. James against McDaniel. James, the pass to Money. Inside, 6 to shoot, and the dunk by Hachimura.
Well, you've got to have an ability to be agile in pick and rolls, and Hachimura showing as a roller, I'm a problem.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. Undoubtedly, their defensive focus is trying to limit Luka Doncic. Coach told me Luka is a great player who impacts the game on so many levels. No one has been able to shut him down. We just need to play with physicality and make him work for everything. We'll see how they handle one of the toughest matchups in the NBA. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Reeves against Edwards. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Anthony Edwards just reading what the defense giving up. Gets to his mid-range game right there.
And Doncic, here we go. That shot missing. Gobert with the defensive effort. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Here's Randall. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
How about 3 of 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Hachimura with it. He gives a bit of a scoring lift to the team, averaging 8 points a game.
It does not happen too often, but boy, when Luka gets the opportunity to throw it down, he relishes it.
DiVincenzo, the bounce pass. Randall down low. He's against Hachimura. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. Here's Fudge. This game he had 34 points. It's stolen by Gobert. Up top, Edwards. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Boy, Anthony Edwards out in transition, knows his teammates made a defensive play, and wisely leaks out.
Doncic, no good. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Outside Edwards. Back to Gobert. Outside for Randall. And the call will be against Julius Randall. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Doncic looking it over. A three-pointer, no good.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Well, defensively, Doris, these Minnesota Timberwolves are really a cut above the rest.
They led the league in defensive rating in 2024. They have so many ways to shut down what you're trying to do offensively. Length, athleticism, rim protection, commitment, and great scheme. They are a nightmare. The defense has to know they're going to get a steady diet of three-point shooting from Luka.
The Timberwolves trail. Randall outside. Rebound the Lakers. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
Way to create just enough separation to get that shot to go.
Well, to me, that's about skill overcoming size. And how about the fearlessness at the offensive end?
Now here's James. 9-point game his last outing. Back to Doncic. A 3-ball. The Lakers rebound. Money passes to LeBron. It's stolen by Gobert. Down low, here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
Wow, excellent explosion off his feet by Julius Randall.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
Now, here's Doncic. 7 points in the game. Back to Reeves. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. And finished off by Edwards.
Anthony Edwards, the bounce. Go ahead, Ant.
Lakers trail by 5. Doncic outside. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Ahead. And the rejection by James.
Wow, LeBron James sends it back. Woo-hoo-hoo. LeBron on the defensive end.
Here's Fudge. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging around 13.5 points a game. We're still in the first stages of the season, Doris. How much are these teams relying on analytics right now?
Kev, this is such a fascinating point you bring up because in the offseason, they look at a substantial amount of data. And what the analytics department does, go to the coaching staff. This is what we know can be effective. And there is definitely an adjustment in strategy happening.
Now, here's McDaniels. He had 16 points in the win against the Clippers.
He was active all night on the defensive end as well. With all the steals he came away with, he had him totally rattled.
The 3 for Doncic. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. McDaniels kicks to Conley. Back to McDaniels. Passes to Gobert. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the... Lakers trail by 15. Anthony Edwards out there with Julius Randle. And it's Rudy Gobert. Then it's Dillingham. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Here's Reeves. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Utah. Well, now let's check out the rookies shooting the highest percentage over the last 10 games. A very confident group of young men right now. When you look at Money, leading the league in field goal percentage, he always gets good looks. And, of course, Dalton Connect. Doncic with the steal. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Luka Doncic has established himself as a perennial candidate for MVP. He controls the game with the basketball in his hands. He is an incredible driver, and he makes the game easy for the guys around him.
Here's Dillingham. From deep three-point territory, Hachimura grabs the miss. Lakers trail by 13. Dishes it to Doncic. There's the 3. A deep shot falls for Doncic.
This has been one of the most elite, consistent scorers since he entered the league. Luka in the house.
You know, Doris, every so often there are guys that come along that you can build a franchise around, and Luka Doncic seems to be one of them.
There's no question, Kevin. And if I were putting a team around Luka Doncic, I'd want to have multiple vertical threats at the rim and shooters at every other position, because at that point, Luka is unguardable.
Offensive rebound to the wing right side. And a wide open look for Hachimura. Off the mark, and a chance to trim it to single digits. DiVincenzo against Rizz. Now here's DiVincenzo. Defense is right there. Shot clock at 6. For 3, Edwards. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Fudge has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Yes, that goes in.
That's about power, that's about control, and that's about LeBron James and the ability to have touch inside.
Pass to Edwards. To the inside. Gobert. And it's Luka with the rebound. Lakers trail by 10. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. Now here's Randall. Following the miss by Rui Hachimura. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, Julius Randle has put in time to grow his ability to make three-point shots. Nice delivery.
Poked away. And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Doncic. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him. Three minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Randall passes to Gobert. Nice D from Money. Lakers trail by 13. LeBron James on the wing. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Fudge. Defended by Gobert. And that's a foul called on Money. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Now Dillingham. Pass to Edwards. Down low. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
This guy always amongst the league leaders in dunks. Gobert is a force around the cup.
On the wing, James. Edwards defending. You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. You know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
And the Timberwolves call time. And one thing the Lakers are so adept at, Greg, inverting their sets to have different players start the action.
Yeah, it takes a high level of basketball IQ to do that on the fly. Makes defending the Lakers a nightmare. You never know how they'll attack you. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They're controlling the pace of this game, pushing the ball up court and getting good looks in early offense.
We've got a lot of game left, but boy, they are doing a tremendous job on the offensive glass.
The shot by Fudge, no good. Minnesota leading by 16. Edwards drawing the double team. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
That's a jump ball.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Rizz the pass to James. No good with the triple. So for the Timberwolves, their last game a win against the Clippers.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's James. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Pass to Dillingham. It's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
They need this. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's hard to believe, but Luka Doncic is still in his mid-20s. Doris, does he even have a ceiling?
That is the question, Kevin, and I'm not sure he does, because in the first part of his career, he's been all-NBA consistently, and we're talking first team multiple times. He's averaged over 30 in a season. I don't think there is a ceiling, Kevin.
And there's the pass to Doncic. Over Dillingham. Here's Fudge. And the layup's good off the glass. Fudge has got his second basket of the night.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Edwards kicks to DiVincenzo. Passes it to Randall. Randall is doubled. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Rizz the pass to Doncic. Hachimura with it. The shot from the low post is good. Hachimura's got 6.
Boy, even with the contact, Rui Hachimura doesn't lose his touch or his concentration. So tough to distract this guy.
Here's Dillingham. He's got 5. Kicks to Gobert. Down to 5 on the shot clock. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Pass to Hachimura. On the wing, Doncic. Over Dillingham. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. He's got 15.
Boy, Luka Doncic makes it look easy. What a pretty jumper.
Minnesota calls timeout. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. They're
Julius Randle getting it done for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
That's the end of the half with the score. Your Timberwolves 70, the Lakers 48.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game from Julius Randle.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. In at forward for him, it's James and Hachimura. Doncic out there with Austin Reed. And it's Fudge in at the 5, roaming the paint. He kicks it to Doncic. Takes a 3. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Doncic has got 18 points in the game.
There's a savviness innate to Luka Doncic. He has played this game for such a long time. Pick and roll, yeah, that's in my bag.
Randall against Hachimura. Randall no good. Lakers trail by 19. Pass to Hachimura. Good on the shot.
And it's all about getting to the right spot. And Hachimura did just that in transition.
DiVincenzo passes to Gobert. He dishes it to Randall. He takes it in. That one falls. Randall's got 20.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And here's Doncic from the arc. And the Lakers get it back.
The momentum continues to go their way. Pretty much the story of the game.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to lead, no doubt.
Tipped away. It's stolen by Hachimura. It's stolen by Randall. The pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. Over Rizz. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul called on Los Angeles.
Well, Julius Randle is never going to back away from a defensive player. He knows he's got the strength to play through contact. Nice job drawing the foul.
Good on both. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 19-point game. Drives to the hoop.
LeBron James, ever the showman, with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
DiVincenzo finds Edwards. Makes it off the glass. Edwards got 8 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
DiVincenzo, the bounce pass. Randall kicks to McDaniels. It doesn't go for him. Good D by LeBron. Lakers trail by 17. LeBron James on the wing. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
At his size, LeBron is a handful inside, and sometimes you can't help but foul him to try and prevent that easy bucket.
He's perfect from the line this time. Timberwolves leading by 15. Passes it to Randall. Shoots over Hachimura. And James pulls it down. Lakers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Money passes to LeBron. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And how about a look now at the first-year block leaders in the NBA? Here are the top rookie intimidators. When you look at Money, fierce inside defender, tops in the NBA in blocks.
Well, he has clearly established himself as the premier rim protector in this year's rookie class.
And the league limiting players from making public trade demands, which I guess makes sense. That's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leaving.
And the Timberwolves call time.
Trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
And a quick look at the numbers for Luka Doncic. He's averaging 30 points, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Here's Fudge, defended by Gobert.
And check out some numbers for Gobert. He's been a factor for them over the last month. And he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
And his ability to patrol the lane is a difference maker for that team. Exceptional timing and anticipation. That's why he's a top 10 shot blocker. Randall down low. He's covered by Hachimura. And they'll keep possession. Clock at 6. LeBron against Edwards. Hachimura grabs the miss. Lakers trail by 15. Reeves with it. Nothing on the board. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
Now you see LeBron James' selflessness on display. He loves to make his teammates feel good.
Takes it inside. Here's DiVincenzo. Here's Gobert. That one is good again. He sits straight from the floor with the basket.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
And it's Hachimura in the corner. From outside, off the mark. Minnesota leading by 15. Here's Dillingham. Uses the glass to finish the lane. Dillingham's got his third bucket of the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
He lobs it up.
There's really no defense for Luka Doncic. He will manipulate or exploit whatever you try to do in the pick and roll.
Randall passes to Gobert. Ball stolen. Here's Hachimura. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Julius Randle picks one up.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Rui Hachimura, a guy who's willing to slot into whatever position the team needs him and works hard to help out on every single play. You love the hustle and the attitude.
Bones Highland is checked in for Minnesota. Lakers trail by 14. Here's Fudge. 8 points for him. Now Reeves. Shot clock at 5. Here's Doncic. Second chance shot. Doncic very comfortable down low.
This guy is an absolute machine. Luka Doncic keeping his foot on the gas and giving the defense everything they can handle.
Gobert the pass to Randall, and that one is good. Randall's got 26.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Gobert with the block.
One of the best to do it. Gobert adds another block to that career total.
Randall finds Gobert. Back to Randall. Denied. He sends it right off the glass. Reeves in the corner. And he drops it in from the low post. Reeves has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, LeBron James always surveying the floor. Few players in the history of the game have the court vision that LeBron has.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. And those advanced numbers, Doris, they show Rudy Gobert is historically great.
Kevin, I love that you are an analytics lover, but for me, it's about the eye test. Rudy Gobert has won the Defensive Player of the Year on more than one occasion. He's played on winning teams, and he's been an integral part of their success. He is one of the all-time great defenders we've seen.
Randall with the bucket. Randall's got 28.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
And the Lakers call time here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication.
Lakers trail by 12. Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Edwards. Then it's Jaden McDaniel. Then it's Julius Randle. And it's Shannon in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Kicks to Doncic. From deep. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. McDaniels got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Edwards. Randle outside. Edwards getting the close range, too.
Boy, Edwards so good in close. This guy has got touch and strength, everything you could ask for.
The 3 for Doncic. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Terrific closeout there to challenge the 3.
It may be the hardest thing to do in basketball. Close under control, and he's more than up to the task.
Here's McDaniels. Fudge grabs the rebound. Fudge has got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Doncic. Rebound Minnesota. Edwards got 4 rebounds now tonight. Up top, DiVincenzo. He's defended by Reed. The 11-footer. Another miss by Minnesota. Lakers trail by 14. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Money passes to Finney-Smith. It's stolen by Randall. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Shannon. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And here is DiVincenzo. Pass to McDaniels. Wants to get it to Randall and does. Tries again. Can't cash in from close range. Lakers trail by 14. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Doncic fires from way outside. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And the pass to Edwards. Here's McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. Doncic has got 25 points in the game.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Here's Shannon. Passes it to McDaniels. It's hauled in by Doncic. Lakers trail by 13. Launches it. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes. I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Pass to connect. offensive rebound.
A young man who knows how to use his strength. Connect doesn't let the foul stop him.
And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Great game for them offensively. I mean, coaches love seeing multiple shots per possession and then converting those second chance opportunities.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Randall against Hachimura. Randall kicks to DiVincenzo. Pass to Edwards. Fires the three. Basket number 8 is all good. He has attempted 12 shots.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And the Lakers call time here. Nice game. Great performance by Julius Randle.
Boy, he's been relentless. And to this point, they haven't had an answer for him on the inside. Let's see if they make some adjustments coming out of the timeout.
And so it's Hachimura who brings up the ball for Los Angeles. They trail by 16. Rizz the pass to Doncic. And a miss there on the triple.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
McDaniels against Rizz. And Rizz comes to help. Now the pass to Edwards. And he uses the glass on the lane. Edwards got 14 points here in the second half.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
DiVincenzo kicks to Gobert. McDaniels in the post. He's defended by Rizz. Shoots from the baseline, and the Timberwolves take on 2 more.
McDaniels making excellent use of the mid-range there.
Lakers trail by 20.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Hachimura finds Doncic. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Almost, but it rolls out.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
To the paint, shoots, and again it's Minnesota.
Well, Anthony Edwards showing you that I've got some playmaking in my toolbox. Nice pass.
Doncic against DiVincenzo. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Pass to Gobert. And that's a foul called on Money. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. You know, Doris, we know how physical the NBA is, but can you talk to the importance of mental toughness as well, and what it means for a player?
Kevin, I don't think a player can be successful in the NBA, and certainly a team cannot, without some level of grit and mental toughness. And what does that mean? How does that manifest itself? It means handling adversity. It means overcoming a key injury. There's a toughness required to be amongst the smartest, most resilient players or teams in the NBA. Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop them, and that's never an easy task.
Randall dishes to Edwards. You hear, Doris, people now calling Anthony Edwards one of the faces of the NBA. And I'm assuming you'd agree.
100% agree, because the skills are extraordinary. The development in his decision-making has gone leaps and bounds from where it was. Beyond that, Kevin, he's a lockdown defender, one of the best competitors, fearless in the big moments, and one of the most charismatic young men in the league today. This guy is spectacular.
Another shot. Minnesota with the rebound. McDaniels got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. DiVincenzo against Hachimura. Now here's DiVincenzo. And He's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Austin Rizz picks one up.
There is so much to love about Anthony Edwards. He is one of the most skilled young basketball players in the league, but he also happens to be quite charismatic.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be. Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Up top, Gobert. Here's Edwards. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Wednesday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Miami Heat. And then on Friday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, and Kevin, this is going to be a very trying part of the schedule for them. More than a fair share of road games on the dock with the team, and have not had an easy time finding success away from home.
And there it is for him. Randall's got 12 points in just the second half.
Wow, what a pretty dribble move by Julius Randle. That handle is tight.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Gobert pulls it in.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Here's Randle, and the call against Julius Randle. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
The turnover total in the first half only.
Doncic against Conley. Inside. Gobert can't hit. And Los Angeles guys shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. In recent history, GA, we've seen some so-called redshirt rookies really thrive in their first season.
Oh, great call, partner. Blake Griffin, Joel Embiid, Chet Holmgren, the latest, were all forced to sit out their first year, but they got to be around the team, soak up as much knowledge as possible, and you can't really argue with the results.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Randall's checked in.
Gobert's comfort zone, right? High percentage shots, easy money for Rudy.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Conley kicks to Gobert. McDaniels in the post, working on James.
Yeah, Jaden McDaniels is a guy who will embrace physicality, does a nice job.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris
You know who it is. If you don't, it's your boy Shake. Shout out to the Shake Squad and shout out to the Rizz community. Shout out to everybody playing NBA 2K25. I want you to have a fun and safe summer. Enjoy yourselves, and I'll see you guys out there in the city.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Bashwell reporting live from 2K TV, man. This summer, I want you to get out there, have fun, ball out till you can't ball no more. My one tip is, man, you know, try something new. I promise you you're going to enjoy yourself. Hey, and don't forget, make sure you're out there splashing, all right? Get out there and splash, man.
What's going on, everyone? It's your girl, Naomi. Continue to bring all that positive energy. Continue to have a great time.
Starting lineups just announced. We're just about set for basketball. We'll be back. Hello out there, and get ready for some NBA. And now the Los Angeles starters. Reeves at the 2, with LeBron at the 3. Then it's Luka Doncic. Then it's Rui Hachimura, and it's Fudge in at the 5. And for the Heat, Bam Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Kevin Love. Then there's Tyler Hero, and it's Mitchell in at the 1. Well, with all the battles past, Grant, definitely some history between these two teams.
Oh, BA, this is high level. You talk East versus West, that's usually championship or bust type aspirations.
Now here's Wiggins to the right side. 6 to shoot. Here's Adebayo. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Well, if this is a physical contest, Adebayo is going to win out.
Doncic against Mitchell. Doncic with the bucket.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard him and where your point of commitment is.
Back to Mitchell. Out to the wing. Here's Love. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. This, their first look at this year's Miami squad.
They won both games against this club last season. Would love to repeat that this time around. Highlight reel dribble move, and then the athleticism takes over.
Woo! Yep, he wasn't going to be denied there, showing all the skill. So it's Miami now, following the score by the Lakers. Hero for 3. Hachimura with a rebound.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Doncic passes to Reeves. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Austin Reeves, 2.
And so Reeves nails both of them.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Reeves against Hero. Mitchell, the pass to Wiggins. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Wiggins at his size has the ability to post like that and take it to the rack.
Pass to Reeves. Poke loose. Here's Hero. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Now here's Hero. 23 points his last outing. Pass to Adebayo. Shot clock at 6. And is blocked. And here's Doncic. He had 25 points in his last game. And he's going for the oop here. Hachimura finds James. Here's Fudge. He's guarded by Hero. Pulls it. A nice shot by Fudge.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
And Brett, the Heat always looking to compete year in, year out.
Well, for good reason. This team takes a lot of pride in giving themselves a chance every year. and the way the front office conducts their business is they believe they can put together the type of roster that is going to go out there and take care of things to put them in position to be successful. Good job by Tyler just finding the open teammate and showing some good awareness.
Doncic passes to Money. Chalk up 2 there. Fudge has got 6.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
Heat trail by 3. Now Mitchell. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. James against Wiggins. Pass to Hachimura. Miami grabs the miss.
Perfect timing to rise up and challenge the shot inside.
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Now here's Adebayo. An effective score for them, scoring around 21.5 points a game. James passes to Hachimura. The little short-range fadeaway is off target. And here's Adebayo. He'll bring it up for the Heat. It's a 3-point game. And there's the call. It's on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Outside Reeves. Fires the 3. The Lakers with another miss. The Heat have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Earlier, Allie LaForce spoke with head coach Eric Spoelstra. What'd you find out, Allie?
He had a sleepless night trying to figure out how to stop Luka Doncic. He said it's rare to see a player force the other 9 players on the floor to play at his pace. It's very methodical. Like a machine, he said Doncic shows no mercy. Brian?
And Allie, thanks.
And you love the energy that Bam is bringing here, just all over the glass.
Offensive rebound, second shot opportunity, and he takes it up and lays it in. Give him 8 points now.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Now here's Mitchell, outside for Love. And again, it's Miami from deep.
Precision shooting off of the pass. Love takes no time letting that one go.
And he lobs it up.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry. Miami has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Mitchell, the pass to Love. Hero with it. Consistent production from him, averaging just over 26 a game.
The passing of Hero keeps getting better and better as his career goes on.
Wiggins against James. The rebound by Wiggins. The Heat have gotten 7 of 13 shots to drop. Pass to Mitchell. Now Hero. To the paint. Adebayo, no good.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Adebayo's got 6.
Love it when the big guy like Adebayo is out there making it happen in the fast break.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Well, Grant, this is the time of year when these teams are starting to... Here's Doncic. So on the floor for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter. At the forward slots, it's LeBron and Hachimura. Luka Doncic is out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Fudge in at center, locking down the middle. Now here's Reeves. Clock at 4. It's stolen by Jaquez. Wiggins with it. Picked up by James. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Wiggins. Doncic against Hero. Over Doncic. Here's Adebayo. Ooh, rejected by Doncic.
Defense at its best from Doncic. Like to see him putting that much effort into his D.
Hachimura outside. Inside. Here's Fudge. Nails the baby hook. 12 points for him. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Yeah, I love the energy and aggressiveness I've seen from them on defense. They're really getting after it with all these blocks.
They've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break add to your total in a hurry.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Doncic, no good. They swipe it. Money, the pass to Doncic. It's James on the wing. Counted by Adebayo.
And Bam with the emphatic block.
Hero against Doncic. Hero outside. Wiggins for three. And again, it's Miami from deep.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Jaquez against James. Oh, LeBron! Just too much to handle inside.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Hero on the wing. Pass to Jovic. Counted. All three of his attempts have gone in.
Hero knowing about the whens and the wheres for an assist.
James deciding where to go with it. It's hauled in by the Heat. A tough loss coming against Boston in their last game.
Yeah, I think they'd like to forget that game. You usually want to find some teaching moments, but in this case, it might be best to just destroy the tape.
Yeah, and quick. Like as quick as possible. That was a dismal showing, especially for them at the offensive end.
Picked it out of midair. Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Uneasy, too, on the layup. And now a 7-point Miami lead. And an important part of every team's game. Well, look at the hustle stats for the Heat.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
You know, he's 6'9". Brent, would you call Bam Adebayo a small ball center?
If you were standing in front of him, B.A., would you do that? I don't know if I want to do that. I want to ask Bam what he wants to be called. Whether it's center or forward, it doesn't really much matter. This guy can play both ends of the floor and can dominate a game. He's got great strength, great length, and continues to grow his game. You know, every team in the league would love to have a guy like Tyler Hero, an elite shooter off the catch, scores in bunches and spaces the floor.
Now here is James. He has 7. Pass to Fudge. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
A fundamental footwork and boxing out there that allowed him to rip that ball right off the rim.
On the wing, Reeves. Shoots over Wiggins. And again, the Lakers, no good. Miami leading by 8. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Jaquez, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Reeves. Here's Hachimura. That one's off. Still out of sync. The Heat have gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Jaquez, the pass to Adebayo. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First personal foul.
It's on Rui Hachimura.
And the defense kind of forced that tricky play from Hero. He still gets the shot off while being fouled.
Kevin Love's checked in for Miami. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
Lakers trail by 10. Pass to Doncic. To the middle. Here's Fudge. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one.
Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment, goes straight to the rim.
Now here's Jaquez. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Celtics in Boston.
And he didn't just put up big points. He beat everyone to the boards.
Love, that's good.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
Now here's Rizz, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Pass to Hachimura.
Just superb defense from Bam, showing some hustle on this end.
Love comes over on the double. James passes to Hachimura. Clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly.
They are having major struggles from the floor.
Now here's Wiggins. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Boston.
Yeah, but all around offensively.
Okay, Wiggins putting on a show here.
And how about the acrobatics from Andrew Wiggins? Way up that time.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket. No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Here's a great quote from Coach Eric Spoelstra, who said, "The Miami Heat culture is a system based on discipline and hard work. We stand for something. That's competition. That's winning. We feel that there's a championship DNA that you can develop." And Brian, they walk the walk.
One of the great organizations in the league, Allie.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
Yeah, you can't make any excuses right now for them giving the ball up as much as they have in this one. They can get on the same page during this timeout.
Miami making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Hayes is checked in for Los Angeles. Connect comes in for Rizz. Here's Fudge. Uses the glass on the layup. Fudge has got 16 points.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
Hero finds Robinson. And it's Connect with a rebound. Lakers trail by 17. Down low. Here's Fudge. Tries again to the wing on the left. Hayes for 3. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pass to Robinson. Hero outside. And here's Adebayo. It's Wiggins on the wing. Over Connect. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3. And so we wrap up the first half.
That's the end of the first half. What a score. Your Miami Heat, 60. The Lakers, 48.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Miami leading by 12. We've got Kevin Love. Bam Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Mitchell, and it's Hero in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half. The Lakers shooting only 40% from the floor in this game. Hachimura. That shot is off. Good D by Adebayo. Well, the Heat shooting the ball at 48% so far. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And Hero with the heroic slam.
And Doncic has got the ball here for the Lakers. Pass to Hachimura. Here's Rizz. Here's Fudge, covered by Love. And here's Doncic outside. Oh, Luka with a deep one.
And I know Doncic prefers a straight-on three-shot, but his touch works just as well there in the corners.
To the wing, right side. Outside Love. Now here's Mitchell. Pass to Wiggins. Back to Love. Mitchell with the ball. 5 on the clock. Over Doncic. Mitchell misses.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Yep, that one goes.
Just can't say enough about what LeBron James can do on the floor. That time with the handle, terrific at moving the defense around.
Adebayo against Hachimura. And he banks in the layup. Adebayo's got 12.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away. Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Hero with it. Hachimura covering. Oh, here's Love with the jam.
Well, if Kevin Love gets that deep and has that kind of room, he's going to make sure of it with the jam.
Doncic passes to Money. And there's the call. It's on Bam Adebayo. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
James outside. Shot clock at 5.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
That's what you tune in for right there. Wow. You know, LeBron James knows he can get around anyone at any time. So that time, nice work with the dribble.
And the Heat call time here.
And one thing I've learned through the years is no matter the situation, there are always adjustments you can make.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
And a chance to see the latest edition of the power rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You look at the Mavericks, they've risen to 3rd in the latest power rankings, playing well as of late.
You know, for the Lakers, they were hoping to begin the year better. It's still too soon to hit the panic button, but they're heading in the wrong direction.
Lakers trail by 8. LeBron going downhill. Good D by Adebayo.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
To the paint. It's rebounded by Fudge. Fudge has got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Reeves against Love. Here's Fudge. And he dunks it down.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
Hero, the pass to Mitchell. Now Adebayo from deep. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got 5 assists in the game.
The versatility of Adebayo, he can initiate and he can shoot off the catch.
To the inside. Kept alive. Here's Fudge. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Wiggins down low. James is there.
Big time swat, LeBron James making his presence felt.
And he lobs it up top. Oh, it's stolen by Hachimura. Pass to James. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. More and more we're seeing international players come into the league who are NBA ready, Grant.
It really is a sight to see, BA. And some of those guys start playing pro ball when they're 16 or 17 years old. It toughens you up real quick playing against older competition at that age.
And here's Hero. Mitchell finds Hero. Down low. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Hero's got 4 points this quarter.
How about Hero gets inside and finds a way to sneak up his shot and get it to go.
Doncic passes to Money. It falls, and now he's 10 of 15 shooting. Nice work.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them, but let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
Right side, Love. Pass to Adebayo. Outside, Mitchell. Hero for three. The Lakers with a rebound.
It's not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Okay, a chance to look at some numbers from LeBron James. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
Well, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge for them this entire game. And let's be honest, you have to knock down threes to win games these days.
Mitchell, the pass to Hero. Here's Wiggins. Unable to get that one. Some solid defense from James. Pass to Reeves. Here's Fudge, covered by Love. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on Kevin Love. First one falls for him. Jaquez is checked in for Love.
Line for the Lakers.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Heat leading by 6. Wiggins finds Mitchell. Back to Wiggins. Rejected by James.
Oh, LeBron with suffocating defense. He can still get it done.
Hachimura in the post. He's guarded by Hero. Count that one.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
And here's Hero. 9 points in the game. To the middle. Wiggins passes to Hero. From outside the arc. And that one's good. Jaquez for 3. Jaquez has got 8.
The concentration from Jaquez at the arc, putting everything he's got into that one.
Brent, it didn't take long for Jaquez Jr. to establish himself as one of the steals of his draft class.
Yeah, the interesting thing with where he played was how he gained the confidence of the teammates around him. A lot of expectations about playing winning basketball. Well, Jaquez did a lot of that in college. He's got great feel, great size, and seems to be in the right spot most of the time.
And he comes up with a bucket. 11 points in the game.
Oh, boy, the touch is coming back here in the second half. Percentages from the field much better than it was at the break.
From deep, here's Doncic. They get it back.
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, B.A.
Yeah, wanting to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here. Pass to Adebayo. Puts it up from 12. Outside Jaquez. Adebayo passes to Jaquez. Off target from outside.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Here's Fudge. Jaquez covers. Fudge can't get it to go. And it's Jaquez with the ball for Miami. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. And after this one, they're at home against Phoenix. It'll be the second game of 4 straight at home.
Wiggins right now just...
The Lakers trail. And the Lakers looking at who they've got. Reeves at the 2 with LeBron at the 3. Then it's Rui Hachimura. Then it's Luka Doncic. And it's Fudge in at the center position.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
Here's Jovic. Outside Mitchell. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And the Heat lead by 3. Los Angeles shooting pretty well at 45%. And there's the lob.
A great read between those 2 guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These 2 teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Pass to Jovic. Floats one. Rebound by the Lakers. Here's Reeves. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. And for the Heat, they're shooting at 45% of the game so far. Can't hit that one. Some solid defense from James. The Lakers have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for Los Angeles. On Friday, they'll be playing against Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks. And then on Sunday, they'll kick off a homestand, starting with the Portland Trailblazers.
And looking at the Utah matchup, it's going to be a hard-fought battle. You just hope they are able to execute their game plan, as it should be a close one.
Kevin Love's checked in for Miami. Miami trailing. Now Hero. Mitchell, the pass to Adebayo. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
That's everything you want there. Bam Adebayo up there, vertical, good hands, and the big throwdown.
Back to Doncic. Doncic throwing his weight around. Tight ball game coming down the stretch.
Yeah, with 7 lead changes thus far, this has been a thriller.
Hero against Reeves. It's Hero on the take, and he goes in for the dunk.
And a great burst from Hero as he gets up for the jam.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Here's Doncic. Out to Hachimura. Fires the 3. Adebayo grabs the board. The Heat with the lead. And the call will be against Tyler Hero. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
Well, overall, he has played basically flawless basketball, but that was a bad turnover.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Here's Doncic. The explosion to the rim for Luka.
What energy on the drive from Doncic. Charging in before the defense can seal up the gaps.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. And I'm sure the players will be staying hydrated with some Gatorade during this timeout. It's so important that they maximize their ability to recharge during a short break like this.
For your Miami Heat dancers.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra said to the team. He laid into the team about being over-aggressive. He said, quote, "You're letting them get to the line as much as they want. We've got to dial back some of the physicality because it's getting us in trouble. Guys, let's see if they can ease up here."
Thank you for that, Allie. Hachimura outside. To the paint. Money. Pass to Reeves. Sends it home from three-point land. Now it's a 4-point Laker lead.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
Outside Robinson. Here's Adebayo. And again, no good by Miami.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Yeah, Hachimura flexing on the inside now.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Hero outside.
Lakers foul.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Well, you have to like what you've seen from them defensively. They've done well contesting shots and have managed to come away with some blocks, too.
And there's been another bonus to what's happened with them tonight, and that's the offensive rebounding. They're boxing out. They're getting up extra shots. It could be a difference maker in the result.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Doncic, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And stolen by Reeves. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. Oh, and the jam by James.
Never get tired of LeBron James in the air doing wonderful things.
Inside. Right wing. Hero outside. Oh, he gets it to go. 7 of 13 now.
You feel like Hero has flipped the switch to start being more aggressive offensively.
And here's Doncic outside. Buries it from 3. Doncic has got 7 now in this quarter.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
Here's Adebayo. It's rebounded by Fudge. Fudge has got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game is going.
Hachimura being able to step out and shoot threes, that's huge for his development.
And both free throws good for Hachimura. Heat trail by 12. Adebayo with it. Outside Mitchell. Driving in. Love for 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Going into halftime, he had 2 threes in his pocket, but hasn't added to that total since.
Here's James. The offensive rebound. And he jams it home with authority.
And he's battling for everything, doing all he can to help extend their lead.
Just throwing down the putback with authority.
Now, team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
Love for 3. Rebound by the Lakers. Doncic has got 5 rebounds tonight. And he's going for the oop here.
Nice touch on both ends of that alley-oop.
Hey, when he let go of the pass, I had no idea what he was going for. And so Hero will bring it up for the Heat. They trail by 16. Down low. Here's Mitchell. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Mitchell's got 5 points now this quarter.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
Pass to James. 13 feet out. Rebound Miami. Love's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Robinson. Rebounded by LeBron. James has got 6 rebounds in the game. Hachimura finds Doncic. 4-3. Here's Fudge. On the wing, Reeves. To the paint. Goes up again. Out to Hachimura. Just 3 to shoot. Connects from downtown.
Not a single point in the first quarter, but he's found his game, and you can tell he's got a bit of his swagger back.
Reeves against Hero. Pass to Mitchell. Outside Robinson. Looking to get it going. Rejected by James.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
To the middle. Here's Fudge. Covered by Love. Out to Hachimura. Adebayo with a steal. Mitchell against Doncic. Mitchell double team. Hero outside. There's the 3. Doncic grabs the miss. Doncic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Hachimura, the pass to Money. From 7 feet. And it's good. 2 points. Fudge has got 8 points in the quarter.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Hachimura against Hero. Outside for Mitchell. This one for 3. That shot missing. The Lakers lead by 19. To the inside, James.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
pushing it up now. That one's good from Hachimura on the assist by Doncic.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. So many players in the league have their own podcast. Would you have had one during your career, Brent?
I think so, B.A. I think it would have been a lot of fun. I mean, how cool is it to connect to your favorite players or hear stories from guys as the season is going along, than to have these guys available in your earbuds all day, every day.
Andrew Wiggins checked in for Robinson. Connects checked in for Los Angeles. Wiggins finds Mitchell. That's tipped. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. Launches it from deep. They get the rebound. Fudge. And the layup is good off the glass. Fudge has got 17 now, just in the second half. Miami shooting only 29% since the fourth quarter began. Wiggins with it. Picked up by Reeves. They still need this. 2 points. That one goes. Hero's got 19 points.
Yeah, and this is why Hero was a lottery pick back in 2019, because of how incredible of a scorer he can be.
Reeves against Hero. Love with the defensive effort. The Heat shooting about 43% on this one. Down low. Here's Wiggins. Rebound, the Lakers. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter. Over to the wing. Doncic against Mitchell. Doncic, no good.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Lakers.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And with this win, they've tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for money.
And I love how active he was on the glass. Not afraid to get physical and do whatever he could do to grab boards. And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Well, this kind of effort will energize the team and get you going, just gobbling up every board.
Here's Connect, pounded by Wiggins. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he'll sit the rest of this one out.
Yeah, too bad he fouled out. But this team does have some depth at his position.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so Hero will bring it up for Miami. Pass to Love. Now here's Wiggins. Outside Love. Back to Wiggins. And he throws it down with one hand.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching tonight's game. We'll see you next time.
tips to up your game in 2K25. The first gameplay tip is switching. This gives you control over your defense whenever you want to match up the switch. Whatever console you're on, press the normal pass button to perform a switch. The second gameplay tip I have is icon lead passing. Go to your settings and turn this on. Whenever you're icon passing, you can lead your players around the court and gain control of your players using the left stick. My last gameplay tip is a takeover to equip on your best player. It's called Flash, but we call it Blur. Equip this on your favorite player, and whenever he has takeover, if you run after the defender's hip, you get an automatic blow by every time.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Welcome to... Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Outside, the wings are Rizz and James. Rui Hachimura out there with money. And it's Doncic in at the one. And for the Hawks, the front court is Rizz and Johnson. Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's Okongwu in at the 5, roaming the paint. In this early bit of the season, Greg, how important are team goals?
Well, Kevin, you have to be working towards something, whether it's a specific rank or a record. Early goals help you define your team for the season ahead.
They get it back. Money passes to James. Goes up again. 5 on the clock. The fadeaway. The shot's good.
From mid-range, LeBron really dialed in. You can't think you're safe giving him those shots.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Quinn Snyder and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Of course, they know they have their work cut out for them with LeBron on the court. He told me James hasn't really lost a step. He's a constant problem out there, so I'm ready to try anything, including just throwing extra bodies at him. Of course, that probably means some double teams in LeBron's immediate future. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to Daniels. And here's Young from the arc. Good on the three-point shot.
I mean, one thing about Trae Young, this guy has zero fear. Always looking to pull from deep.
Here's LeBron. That one a little long.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
As a defender, he's going to just be a bothersome, worrisome guy, making you miserable all night. A hand in your face on every jump.
We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. You love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you. Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fault.
Pass to Rizz. Good work defensively by Hachimura. Lakers have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Here's James. And he makes good on the layup. LeBron's got his second bucket of the night.
He's so good at creating his own shot. He's just got an endless supply of moves. LeBron James.
Passes to Johnson. Rizz with it. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. We'll take a look at the Hawks. I know they would have liked a better start, but they're 10th in the conference right now.
And, you know, right now for Atlanta, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and, you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year, anyway.
Atlanta again missing. And so it's Hachimura who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. They trail by 1. Here's Rizz. The rebound by Johnson.
Those are chances
almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Young, good.
Nice job capitalizing down there. Young good at probing inside and finding some space.
Here's Reeves. He's covered by Daniels. A second chance effort. The shot by Fudge, no good. Atlanta leading by 3. To the middle. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Now, here's Doncic. His last outing with 20 points. Marries it from three-point range.
You know, if Luka wants the three-point shot, he just takes it. No hesitation.
Johnson outside. Pass to Rizz. Shoots over James. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
He's trying to get it going offensively, but right now just 1 of 4 to start.
Doncic passes to Money. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
So good at seeing the floor. Doncic able to set up his open teammates.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Johnson finds Young. There's the lob to the hoop. And Okongwu slams it in.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Atlanta.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
They may have wished for more games against them. A definite disparity in talent. We'll see if they take advantage again tonight.
Now, here's Doncic. Offensively, he's been a one-man wrecking crew. His scoring average is over 30 points a game. Rizz with it. In the corner, Daniels. To the paint. Here's Okongwu.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Here's James. Can't get it to fall. Atlanta leading by 6. Here's Rizz. And the dunk by Rizz.
Rizz so talented with the ball in his hands.
For the Lakers, they won their last contest, that game against the Heat.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
Johnson for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Daniels with it. He's defended by Reed. Johnson can't hit. Here's Fudge. He picked up 33 points in their last win against the Heat in Miami.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge. No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter. You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And you can see what makes Hachimura a tough cover.
Lakers trail by 10. They've got Jalen Johnson. Okongwu is out there with Larry Nance. Then it's Daniels. And it's Rizz in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And James picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Here's Rizz. He had 35 points last game out. Just 2 to shoot. For 3, Nance.
And that's terrific D by Hachimura. He's shown he has the strength and length to match up against almost anyone.
Money passes to Hachimura. Reeves in the corner. And the lead is down inside single digits.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
The Hawks leading by 8. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Pass to Rizz. Out to the wing. Okongwu. And yes, it's good. Okongwu's now got 8 points.
And you can tell Rizz has a great basketball IQ. He spots the opening and delivers the pass on time.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Now Daniels, after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. Rizz wide open. Good on the triple. Rizz has got the lead up to 13 now for the Hawks. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Luka Doncic with the three-point answer. As competitive as they come.
Here's Rizz. Reeves with the rebound. The Atlanta Hawks come into this one following a loss to the Bucks in Milwaukee.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
And Atlanta has possession after Luka Doncic's miss. Now Rizz. He's got 7. Here's Okongwu. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
Yeah, he was just a skosh late on the contest. That's going to be a goaltend for sure.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Here's Reeves. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Reeves has got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, I tell you what, when Reeves is focused in, I mean, he's tremendous.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. Austin Reeves went undrafted, but his success comes as no surprise to him. He says, I've always felt like I belong. It goes back to childhood. His mom once asked him, is this confidence or cockiness? He told her, you're basically kind of the same thing. Kevin, back to you.
That's something else. Undaunted. Hey, David, thank you. Clark, what is it about Austin Reeves' style of play that makes him such a good scorer?
I love the fact that he can change pace with the dribble. You know, he's not super fast, but he's not slow either. What he is shifty and smart. He's got good size, good ball skills, and he's got a nice mid-range jumper. All of that allows him to keep defenders off balance.
Now, here's Okongwu. He's got 10. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Daniels, and it's blocked, and he gets it back. Here's Hachimura. Rebound by the Hawks. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Right wing. And there's the pass to Niang. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. 9-point game. Here's Fudge. He's covered by Niang. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Driving to the basket. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. Vanderbilt's checked in for Hachimura. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stance for the Hawks.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
Hey, I know analytics shuns the mid-range game, but I tell you what, these guys have the shooters that can knock them down, and they're making it pay tonight.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
James in the high post. Okongwu on him.
LeBron doing what he does best, creating for and elevating others.
And here's Daniels. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Throws it up high. The alley-oop finish is off the mark. Lakers trail by 10. Pass to Reeves. Back to Doncic for 3. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
That's number 2 for him from long range in the quarter, his 3rd overall.
Here's Rizz. He's defended by Reeves. And the dunk by Rizz.
Yeah, if you give Rizz a chance at the rim, he's going to make you pay.
Doncic kicks to James. Can't hit that one. Good work defensively by Johnson.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Here's Niang. He has yet to score. Okongwu, the pass to Johnson. That 3 off the mark.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
So it's Atlanta now, after LeBron James's miss. Daniels with it. It's blocked. Reeves right side. Rizz with the steal. It's deflected. Here's Fudge. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. And there's another turnover by the Lakers. Still a ways to go between now and the three-point contest, but it's always fun to talk about it. Let's see who has the best shot to earn a spot in this year's event.
And maybe this list changes between now and All-Star Weekend, but I don't think anybody would be disappointed if it stays exactly the same as it is right now.
Well, you look at Young. He's going to need to leapfrog quite a few great shooters if he's going to be a part of the three-point festivities in All-Star Weekend. But, you know, maybe he can do it.
I mean, anything's possible, especially if he has a few big games from beyond the arc before All-Star Weekend. That'd give him a nice bump in the voting.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year of some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
And the Lakers call time here. Drawing fouls, Clark getting to the line, all part of the game, but do you think players try and draw fouls too often now? We've reached halftime in this one.
That's the end of the first half with the score. Your Hawks, 55. The Lakers, 42.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Zaccharie Rizz has been, in a word, sensational.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. In it forward for him, it's James and Hachimura. Doncic out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Fudge in at the 5 down low. Young against Doncic. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Sunday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Portland Trail Blazers. And then on Thursday, they'll defend home court against the Utah Jazz.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Tries it from 9. And it's sent back by Okongwu. Passes it to Daniels. to the inside. And Okongwu slams it in.
An elite score, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
Doncic to the rack. And he comes up with the deuce. Doncic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Doncic showing you his smarts there because he really sized up the situation and took advantage of what the defense gave him.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And Okongwu slams it in.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Pass to Okongwu. Young from outside. Rizz with the rebound.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it.
And it goes down 2 points. 6 points for money.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Daniels. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game-changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does. Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
Kicks it to Okongwu. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. I'm told now by our producer, do we have them, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charani. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, guys, in a year with no consensus #1 overall pick, Zachary Rizz out of France, maybe not a surefire star, but certainly a player with a lot of talent, a 3-and-D prospect with the prototype length and size. The Hawks saw him as a plug-and-play addition to their roster. He should be making an instant impact, guys.
Absolutely. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. And it's Rizz missing. Lakers trail by 11. Reeves the pass to Money. Back to Reeves. Hachimura kicks to Doncic. The tray. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Rob. Johnson against LeBron. Atlanta with the rebound. Johnson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And Young, here we go. It's deflected. Here's Reeves. Rebounded by the Hawks. Daniels has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Young. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Reeves with it. Okongwu covering. Reeves the pass to Hachimura. Here's Fudge. Atlanta with the rebound. They've led by as many as 14 points. Young taking his time here. The pass to Okongwu. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Rizz, and he banks in the lane. Rizz has got 16 points.
And Rizz is having himself a game. Everything is coming together for the young fella.
Here's Doncic. Doncic gets it to go inside.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Pass to Rizz. Back to Daniels. Johnson outside. Shoots over Hachimura. And the shot is good from Johnson. Johnson's got his second basket of the night.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
LeBron kicks to Doncic. Out left to the wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Hachimura. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. That one on Rizz.
Hachimura putting pressure on the defense. That's exactly what they want to get out of it.
George Niang, he's checked in for Trae Young. And the Lakers also making a change. Connects checked in. Pass to Rizz. Down low. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, if you can play over the top, I think you've got a big advantage.
Now, Rizz. 16 points for him. Here is Daniels. Guarded by Doncic. They get it again. The shot by Okongwu, no good. And so Doncic will bring it up for L.A. They trail by 14. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
Strong take by Hop.
The Hawks leading by 8. They've got Clint Capella. Rizz is out there with Young. Then it's Johnson, and it's Okongwu in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the Hawks 5. Capella, the pass to Young. Johnson outside. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Young's got his 6th assist on the night.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Reed's right side. Back to Doncic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Clark, it's hard to compare Luka Doncic to any other player we've seen before.
I would certainly agree with that. Ditto to that, Kevin, because he is unique. His pace is never hurried. He never gets rattled. He complains to officials a little bit more than I like to see, but he's strong. He's got great touch and feel, and he scores at all 3 levels, and he's a brilliant passer.
Here's Rizz. Count that one. And the Hawks lead by 11.
Oh, that's a great sign for Rizz, proving he can handle the physicality of the NBA.
The 3 for Doncic. Offensive rebound. Fudge missed inside.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
The shot by Okongwu, no good. Lakers trail by 11. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions, but right now they need a basket. And making it look easy, LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
Now, here is Young. The 11-footer, and he hits the jump shot.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
And LeBron, the only player to reach 40,000 points in his career. You're shaking your head. It's incredible, isn't it?
Absolutely remarkable, Kevin. And I did not think I would see it in my lifetime. 40,000 points. Just the sound of that is ridiculous. And, you know, he not only has lived up to the hype that has followed him since he was 15 years old, he's actually exceeded it, Kevin, which is crazy. How about the D from Doncic? These guys appreciate when he gives that kind of effort at the defensive end.
Young against Doncic. 5 to shoot. Tries it from the top of the key.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his team... Okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little. Just a little extra on that one.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and their coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder said to his team. He told his guys to max it out on the 3. If those shots aren't coming, then we need to move on. There are other looks for us out there. We want some diversity in those shot attempts, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Here's Rizz. And it's LeBron James with the rebound.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Doncic against Young. The dish to Okongwu. Pass to Rizz. Driving in. Back to Okongwu. Nailed from three-point land. Okongwu's now got 21.
They didn't get a chance to knock one down in the first. But the defense left him a look, and he nailed it. He'll make them pay when he's open.
It's tipped. Rizz with it, defended by Rizz. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Rizz with it. Lays it up off the glass. Rizz has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, Rizz has decent size, and he uses it well that time to put points on the board.
And again, the Lakers no good.
And I wouldn't put it past him, guys, to eventually start hitting those, given what he did in the first half.
And now the fast break, LeBron with the ball. LeBron James finishes off the break.
Yeah, the first half was one to deep 6 or forget. But in the second half, he's looked a lot better.
Driving inside. And it's Rizz missing. Lakers trail by 11. And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Doncic. So it's the Hawks now. They've led by as many as 14 points. And here's Young. It's tipped. Here's Doncic. Hachimura. Okongwu grabs the board. Johnson against LeBron. It's Young on the wing. Buried from 15 feet out. And the Hawks lead by 13.
And we tend to focus on the outside shooting with Young, but his in-between game is just as lethal.
Doncic. And he finishes nicely on the way. Doncic has got 11 in the second half.
With the ball on the string, just getting anywhere he wants to go.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Okongwu slams it in.
Excellent ball movement. Young being unselfish.
Reeves outside. Grabs the rebound again. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass. Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively. And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Daniels is checked in for Capella.
And it's become clear what a leader Young is on this team. He senses when they need an infusion of confidence and always tries to provide it. Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
Reeves, that's a 2-pointer. And again, the Lakers no good.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Pass to Daniels. Johnson kicks to Young. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Daniels. And it's blocked. And he recovers it. And Young with the basket on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And the Lakers call time here.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Onyeka Okongwu.
You know, you look at the stat sheet, and it's obvious that this game was his from the start. I mean, his scoring has been great, but he's also done a bunch of other stuff well, too. That's why his team has continued to go through him time and time again, because he's produced at a high level.
And maybe him having a game like this will get things turned around for him, because almost nothing has been going their way lately. Connect, he's checked in for Los Angeles. GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics, and there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
Doesn't go that time. Good work defensively by Hachimura. Reeves the pass to Doncic. Jacks up a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Doncic has got 8 points here in this quarter.
And it looks to me like he still has some of the shooting touch that he displayed in the first.
Young against Doncic. And Young kicks to Johnson. Paxson coming off the assist from Young. Young's got assist number 8 here in this one already. The 3 for Doncic. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. Daniels dishes to Young. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Johnson against Hachimura. No one near Reeves as he lets it go. Drills it from outside.
Shooting from a rock-solid base, that gives Austin just the added range he was looking for.
Now Rizz and the dunk by Rizz.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
The Hawks leading by 17. They get a hand on it. Here's Okongwu. That one misses. Excellent defense there from Money. Reeves outside. And that one, good. Reeves has got 10 points here in the second half.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Rizz with it. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. And so Doncic will bring it up for Los Angeles. 15-point game. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now. Johnson outside. The feed now to Daniels. The shot, no good.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
Inside, here's Fudge. They swipe it. .144 left in the fourth quarter. Young with no one around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Connect. Okongwu grabs the board.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution. This one is all but over. I mean, what a ferocious and commanding performance for the Hawks.
They made the most of their free throw opportunities.
They just shot much better, and that improved their confidence, I think, as a team. It was a team that believed they would make those shots.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game one has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and they only have to do it one more time.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Onyeka Okongwu.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Nancy's checked in for Okongwu. George Niang comes in for Rizz. Mann subbed in for Young. The Lakers also making some changes. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Rui Hachimura. Goodwin comes in for Austin Reeves. And Vincent subbed in for Luka Doncic.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Here's Vincent. He's covered by Daniels. Here's Connect. Gets an open look and hits.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps. And the execution was flawless.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.